everybody, Nikki White here, and today this is part 2 of the Sanrio Puroland video. So if you haven't seen part 1, I'll drop a link right here, and you can go watch that first.
Okay, let's go on the My Melody ride, which is also down here before we go upstairs. I mean, these rides are really just for like babies, but also good for me because then I don't get sick. So it's 15 minutes wait right now, so that's not too bad.
As I mentioned, these rides are for babies, and I don't mean literal infants, I just mean they're not intense at all. They're not a wild ride. You just sit in a chair and it takes you around and you see animatronics and cutouts move around. They're very cute, but they're not anything extreme, which makes them good for young kids, and probably babies. And if I had to tell you what this ride is about, it's something like the history and evolution of My Melody. And they did something clever because the last time I was here, there was no Kuromi, but since they are two peas in a pod, they just added these Kuromi cameras all over the ride. So that's like a quick and cheap way to update.
Oh my god, we're gonna run her over. Not like this. Not like this!
So those Kuromi cameras that you see throughout the ride that they've updated actually take your picture several times, and then you have the choice. You can go in and mess around with your picture and make it your own. The doodling aspect is not great because the stylus is so clunky, so it's just easier to like put stamps on it. But yeah, I'm just like riding the ride by myself, and I didn't need a copy of this one. And outside of this ride, there is an area with lots of lottery games, which you buy a ticket for, and then you'll get the prize that has the corresponding number from your ticket. But I didn't really want to mess with this just because I would rather get what I want to get. And especially when traveling, the last time I played one of these, I ended up getting like a wash bucket, and it was just like hard to bring home with me and completely unnecessary. So you can play them. I think they're lots of fun, but just be prepared to get a potentially very random or clunky prize. And this machine is super cute, but I did not partake, but you can actually like make popcorn. Now, previously this area was my favorite because it had a Gudetama exhibit and you could actually interact with everything and play games, so it was a lot of fun. But this time it seemed to just be like a meet and greet for characters. Not only that, but you had to pay extra to partake as far as I could tell. The options were Dear Daniel or Wish Me Mel.
I'm gonna try to go up one which has my girl's house as well as the Kiki and Lala experience. Just looking for some stairs, I guess. That's the bathroom. Where are the stairs? Okay, TBD. I wore my Kuromi little ribbon, and I've got my Peckle backpack, which I always have with me. Let's see. Ooh, lots of gotchas. Somebody freed her.
Literally, who the heck is Buddy Eddie? Wonderful club. I did not even bother checking it out. I don't know if he maybe had to pay for it too, and I'm like, I'm good, thanks. So another one of these weird things about this place, UFO Catcher 7 Sega, makes me think they just repurposed or reskinned these machines. Although I love this soft rose palette for Kuromi and My Melody. If I could have just bought one outright, I 1000% would, but my luck with crane games is not the best, so I did not feel like gambling and spending way too much money to not leave with one. So then I was off to the Kiki and Lala area. Also contemplated maybe doing a photo booth by myself, like The Biggest Loser, but decided to pass on that one because I knew that there was a photo op coming up. And right away, I could tell that this area was different because this like dreamscape mirror thing did not exist last time I was there. So that was super exciting because I'm like, ooh, they've actually updated this and things are going to be new and exciting. And for the most part, they were. Some of the stuff they just kind of shifted around, but there were updated things. So that was actually unexpected and cute to see. As you'll see in the footage, the color of the light is changing as you're in there on the Twin Star palette. So it's kind of like pinks and blues and purples and everything in here. Like if I owned a home, like that's the kitchen I want. That is the kitchen I want. And if any of you have played the Sanrio Animal Crossing expansion, I guess you can call it, then some of this stuff may be familiar to you because some of the stuff was featured in the game, like this little star dreamscape thing. And I don't actually know the lore of this, like how it's like some kind of a dream maker, I'm not sure, but you know I had to do it to him.
I'm waiting in line to get into my girl's mansion, which is my literal dream house. It's like a pink floral pastel amazingness mansion. I'm kind of curious to see if it's changed in the past 7 years because the Kiki and Lala area was actually different. So maybe her house got a renovation with all that money she's pulling in.
So part of what makes these so funny is like, it's her house and there is just pictures of her everywhere. That's the energy that I want. And there's pictures of her and her sister. So that could be like pictures of me and my best friend and pictures of me and the squad just in these fine portraits all over my mansion. Like, look at this. Just, and this wallpaper she's got going on. I feel like this was definitely new, this little like interactive, ooh. Yes. It's also, in case you couldn't tell from all the signage, Hello Kitty's 50th anniversary. So some of this kind of more holographic and that iridescent color palette is part of that celebration. You've heard of exit through the gift shop, but have you heard of exit through the Hello Kitty photo op? She is literally protected by this wall so that you can't take pictures of her until it's your turn and you can pay money for your picture. Told myself I don't need to pay money for another picture of me and Hello Kitty, but when they showed it to me, I was like, credit please. Here's a brief glimpse at the parade that they do, if that's what we're gonna call it, parade performance, but you have to pay money for that. So if you don't have seats and you haven't paid, they will like whisk you out of the way to get out of there. One of the things I don't like about this place is how so many things are extra, like add on to your ticket. Like especially a performance, that should just be included. But anyways, I made my way over to the food court, which is adorable. It's on the top level. It's all like rainbowy and it's themed by characters. So if you look at the yellow, it's like Pom Pom Purin and Gudetama. And I was contemplating getting a bubble tea here, but I was like, I don't know how great the bubble tea is gonna be, and I didn't want to risk it, so I chickened out and did not get one. Years ago, I had an amazing, like, one of the roast beef bowls with the egg on top here, like in this picture, but I did not see it on the menu this year, and, like, that's what I was gonna get, so then I just ended up not getting anything to save some money instead of getting, you know, mediocre character cafe food. So I don't know if that was, like, a mistake on my part, but it is what it is. So even though I didn't end up getting anything to eat here, I still went to Lurk because it's definitely worth going to see. I mean, just look how cute this is. And it actually, like, wasn't rammed when I was there. And then it was time for me to head on down to the gift shop to conclude my Sanrio Puroland whirlwind tour. Very disturbed, not Nikki White fashion, I didn't buy anything. And I was thinking about getting, like, a set of character ears, but I was at the end of my trip, so I'm like, I'm not gonna just, like, leave here with ears. So I went and bought ears somewhere else later to have at home.
I've basically seen all there is to see for me here, so thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Okay, see you, bye.